How's it going, ladies and gents? I wanted to give you a little information on how to apply and the cost of applying for the Florida HVAC contract exam. In order to take the test, now it's computer based. So you have to go online, log on to Florida Department of Business and Professional Regulations. That's Florida DBPR.com. It should bring it up, and it's a whole list of what you have to do, and it'll walk you through the whole process through there. Or you can go straight to the exam by putting in My Florida Exam, and it'll take you straight to the link where you can put all your information in and register for the test. It's $135 to register for the test. Now, when you register for the test, make sure you register for both. If you're doing B, the Class B license, make sure you do the trade knowledge and the financial and business knowledge right then and right there. It still costs the same price, $135. If you only register for one at a time, you're gonna have to pay $135 twice. So make sure you register for both. And what happens is, it takes 5 to 6 business days for them to send you an email, and they'll send you a link to Pearson VUE. From Pearson VUE, you will register for the date for your classes. You don't have to take both of them at the same time. You can take them whenever. I think they give you like 4 years to take the tests, but once you pass one, you have within a year, or once you take one, you have within a year to pass the other. So you will have to pass those within a year if you pass one or the other, or the date you take one. You have to pass them within that year. Or if you pass just one, the year goes by, you'll be discredited for it. But that shouldn't be no problem. So you shouldn't have no problem if you get all the books and you study right, and you don't want to waste your money. You'll study hard and you'll pass. So that shouldn't be a problem. So that's $135 to register for the test. Once you go to Pearson VUE, you'll set a date. You'll find a testing facility near you, and you'll basically set up what test you want to take and register for an allotted time. It usually ranges from 8 till I think 7. In my areas, range from 8 till 7. 8 in the morning to 7 p.m. It's the windows you can place for the test. For the Class B, I'm thinking it's 5.5 hours. I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure on the Class B, but Class B does have 80 questions for the trade knowledge, and it's 120 for the finance and business. The finance and business for both tests are the same. So the finance and business tests are the same for both tests. So financial test, you have 120 minutes. No, 120 minutes. 120 questions, but you have 6.5 hours to complete it. So you should have enough time to go through your books, but it seems like a lot of time, but you better at least study before you get there. Because I've seen a lot of people walk out unhappy. I heard a lot of people failing that test. So take your time, study for that test. All the tests anyway. And the Class A license is 130 questions. And it gives you 7 hours, I think, 7 or 7.5 hours to complete that test, which you'll be sitting pretty much in one sitting. You get a break, I think, I'm not sure. You get a break, you get one bathroom break within like 4 hours of it or so. You can get a bathroom break, but you have to sit in one sitting to complete that test. I think your time still be running too on that test too when you go in the bathroom. So plan accordingly. If you fail the test, just say if you fail the test, you'll have to re-register again. Even if you just fail for one, you'll have to re-register again and pay $135 for just that one still. And also, I skipped this. For each test, when you set up a date, you'll have to pay $80 for each test to take it. So it's an additional $80 for each test. When you register for a date, you have to pay another $80. So The trade knowledge is $80 and the business knowledge is $80 more. So, like I say, it can be very costly if you don't take it serious and you go in and fail it, and you're not. That money you're filling the test with could have been planned for buying you more books or buying all your books. So I would say study hard, buy all your books foremost, and then if you fail it, oh well, at least you gave it your best shot. Once you've passed the test, you have to apply to the state for your license, which they'll require you to have at least 4 years of knowledge or years in the trade. And it breaks down various ways. You can go to you can go to Florida DBPR. You'll find a whole list of everything you need. That's where you have to apply it to, and they'll tell you all the things you require. You have to get a background check for one. You have to get 4 years, prove 4 years of knowledge or the field or schooling, or it breaks down all different ways. I could either 2 years at a credit school, 1 year in the field, 1 year as a foreman. That would be 4 years. You can do 4 years at a credit school and 1 year in the field. That break down as even though it's 5 years, it'll break down as 4 years of knowledge or experience. You can do all your years in the field, but at least one of them has to be as a foreman, and you have to have, for say, under a licensed contractor. So you'll have to have them pretty much sign off on you. If you get audited anyway, if they look at you and review you, that's how I think it goes. But I think 3% of the candidates get audited, and you have to show significant more proof of it. Another is you have to have financial liability, proof of financial stability. You have to have proof of financial stability. That means you have to send in a credit report, show them that you're you are financially responsible. Your credit score has to be at least 660. If it's under 660, you'll have to be bonded, which means it's not like insurance. Insurance is more like if an accident happened on your job. Being bonded is it's like having on insurance on your credibility, being that you will be an upstanding guy. So you'll have to pay like a $10,000 bond to a bonding agency. There is a way you can get it reduced in half by completing a 14-hour class, which you have to complete, and I think you'll have to only put in $5,000. Best way to do it is to be a stand-up guy. Straighten out your credit, especially if you're not planning on getting your license right now. Work on it. I've been working on mine as a teen, early 20s. You know, had those cards, swipe them everywhere. I swipe them for I pretty much swipe them for anything wearing tight jeans and a tight shirt. So I ran that up pretty fast, and you know how that is. If your credit's not right, work on it. Go to a credit agency, see what it can do to help you out, and fix it. I did mine. Mine was way in the under the bridge. I mean, it's way too low. It's in the 4s, but I got it up over the 2.5 years. I got it up to 730, 740. So it can be done. That's the easiest way I think so anyway. And it shows that you are a stand-up guy. It shows more credibility towards yourself. Most satisfying part, once you get your license, you'll have 30 days to get insurance. In Florida, you have to have $100,000 worth of insurance, which is pretty reasonable. That's decent, pretty reasonable. It shouldn't be no problem. I know once you get your license, and you have to get that, that's the last step. So you have to get your insurance, and you're official. You got your license, and it's easy as that. So as long as you get the first steps done, being at your credit, getting your credit done, you should be all right. I mean, fix your credit. By the time you fix your credit, start studying for the test, take the exam. By the time everything pans out, you'll be right in time. Everything should be right on course. So far as if you have a background with the background check, the fingerprints and the background check, it doesn't, even if you are a felon, you may have to like have someone sign off saying you're in good moral code, saying you're a good citizen. It could pretty much be anybody contesting to your moral code, saying you changed around or you're a stand-up guy to the community. So even if you have a felony, it doesn't matter. You can still obtain your license. It doesn't affect you anything at all. If you got this far down the road and trying to get your contract license, that shows a lot about yourself and character anyway. So even if you have a felony, there's no strike against you. Just put in the hard work and you should be all right. I mean, you have no problem getting your license. So that's it. I mean, and once you get the insurance, that's it. You're on your way. You're on your way to getting your license. I'm not sure the fee of it yet because I didn't apply yet, but I'll let you guys know. Thank you for watching. H-Back Johnny.